We have had a moon phase section in our membership community for a number of years, yet many of my students are still unsure what the phases of the moon have to do with yoga. In this video, I'm going to speak a little bit about that and specifically the new moon phase. So what is new moon yoga? This is a great question. How do the moon phases relate to our yoga practice? In our culture, we tend to have a tendency to go at one speed, on, going, achieving, or accumulating. When we align our yoga practices with the phases of the moon, we can bring our awareness to the ebbing and the flowing energy that is within us and all around us in nature. Just as the moon waxes and wanes, so too does our energy. When we align our practice with that waxing and waning energy, then we're in harmony with the flow of energy rather than fighting against it. So the new moon is a time of darkness when we're asked to turn inwards to our own wisdom. So traditionally, it's been a time of intention setting. So with all the uncertainty of the COVID-19 and coronavirus right now in our world, I've been talking to my members a lot about intention, especially since it was our theme for our last months in our membership community. And one of our big takeaways in March was to let go of big I intentions in our lives, or big V visions, especially during a time in the next few months when things are so uncertain and so unclear. So my favorite way of doing this is to ask myself two simple questions. They are, and in a moment, I'm going to share those with you, those two questions. But just to let you know that I have released 7 classes in our membership community for the 7 phases of the moon, including 2 yin, 2 hatha, 1 restorative, and 1 yoga nidra, and 1 moving mudra series. And I'm going to put the direct link to those class series in the show notes, including the new moon intention setting yoga nidra for our members if you're interested in aligning with that ebbing and flowing energy of the waxing and waning moon with your yoga practice. So, my 2 favorite questions for determining that small I intention are, number 1, how am I feeling? And number 2, what do I need? And it's that simple. I ask myself those questions all day long. I didn't come up with those questions on my own. I learned them from nonviolent communication. And so I'm going to put a link to a list of feelings and needs as well, because it can be sometimes kind of tricky to come up with and figure out, how am I feeling and what do I need? It's a practice in and of itself. So those links will be in the show notes and you can take advantage of those. I encourage you to go and pick those up and make sure you pick them up, take advantage of them, and give this video a thumbs up. And put I'm connecting with my small I intention in the comments. Namaste.